The sun dips in the sky and bathes the tips of the trees in a soft glow. My feet ache in protest with each step I take and my legs are tight from all the walking. Finally, we come upon the perimeter of the village. Leanna grins as she leads me through the gates.
Here we are, Meadow Hill Village.
Yay! I take the time to catch my breath and discreetly rest my burning muscles. Leanna hardly seems affected by the long trek. So yeah, apparently we can't keep up. We're finally here. How was this close? Yeah, how was this close? How long did we walk for? I thought you said this place was close.
It is. It's only a half a day's walk.
Oh, okay, just a half day's walk. Are you freaking serious? You know, I wait for her to say she's joking, but she's completely serious. How's that close? We should have just used Uber. Uber. So yeah, this is supposed to be Uber. Okay. I shake my head. Nothing. She cocks her head curiously, then shrugs.
Let's continue. We can rest at the inn tonight.
You know, I have a feeling we still got a long way to go before we reach Mage Academy. Ay. As she resumes walking, I ignore my screaming legs and follow her. Yeah, we can't let her see us struggling, that'd be embarrassing. And the village is still bustling with people even at this time of day. I suppose they're getting in their last errands before the nightfall. For the most part, everyone seems to focus on their own tasks. They barely glance at Leanna, but when their gazes are drawn to me, they don't look away. In fact, their steps slow and they crane their necks as we pass. Now I know how an animal feels at the zoo. Leanna overhears my muttering and watches the people around us.
It's your clothes. They're very peculiar.
Yeah, I figure as much. What I'm wearing is normal where I'm from. Even though the stares are directed at me, Leanna seems equally uncomfortable.
Okay, new plan. Let's stop by the shops before they close. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
Oh my god, guys, we're going shopping! I instinctively pat my back pocket where I keep my wallet. I doubt they'll accept card here. Or dollars. I don't have any money.
That's okay. I'll take care of it.
Oh, that's really generous of you. I like a girl who's independent. Don't make a big deal out of it. Let's see what type of reaction we get from her if I say I like a girl who's independent. So let's go with this one. I have a feeling she's gonna hit me. It's always refreshing to find a girl who's willing to treat a man. Leanna narrows her eyes. Oh crap.
Read a man? You can actually pay for your own items?
Oh, she got me there. I suppose not. I can't tell if she ignored my joke or if that went over her head. Leanna changes directions and leads me towards an adjacent street. There are rows of quaint shops lining both sides of the road. I read the signs as we walk by. Edward's Apothecary, Blackstone Forge, Dragon Scale Armory. Was that supposed to be a reference to something? I had a feeling it was. I don't know.
What is it?
I was just thinking how convenient it is that everything's in English here.
English?
I sure have expected the question based on how our previous conversations have gone, but I'm still a little taken aback. It's what we're speaking now.
We're speaking common.
Commoner language. What? Leanna pauses in front of a shop and peers inside. Satisfied, she motions for me to follow.
Never mind. Come on in. We're here.
Okay. Let's see what type of clothes we can get. I step into the shop and the first thing I notice is the overpoweringly musty smell of leather. It's not surprising considering the walls are lined with different types of leatherware. I do like the smell of leather. A small elderly man emerges from the back. A pair of round glasses sits on his nose and an apron hangs around his neck.
Welcome. Please, take a look around.
I will. A smile falters when he notices me. Leanna clears her throat.
We're looking for a new wardrobe for my friend here.
Oh, we're friends now.
Yes, of course.
The shopkeeper blinks back to reality and resumes his pitch.
Well, you've come to the right place. We tan our hides and stitch the pieces ourselves. You won't find any finer quality than here.
Leanna smiles politely and strolls towards the selections. I check out two seemingly identical leather vests, both of which are marked at different prices. I really can't see a difference between the two. Maybe they boost different stats. I should probably ask her. Hey Leanna! She turns around. Which one of these will increase my defense, strength, dexterity, intelligence, focus? You know, I wouldn't mind increasing my intelligence. So let's go with this one. Let's see if they actually increase your stats. Which one of these increase your intelligence? She raises an eyebrow and nods. Then she picks out a random shirt.
This one does.
Hey, were you serious? Really? Leanna giggles. Did she just troll me? I guess I kinda deserved it. I didn't know she was capable of trolling. Very funny. So, none of these raise any stats? Leanna gives me a weird look.
Do your clothes where you come from raise stats?
Only if you consider cool points to be a stat. She looks just as confused as before. Never mind. She smiles as we continue perusing, one by one, Leanna and I pick out my new outfit. Once all of the pieces have been chosen, she goes to haggle with the shopkeeper. I tune out of their discussion and watch the people passing by. The clothing are simple in design, meant to be more functional than aesthetic. To my surprise, everybody walks around armed. This village doesn't seem dangerous, but looks can be deceiving.
Why don't you get changed now? There's a space in the back to give you some privacy.
I nod and take the clothes from her. Once I've ensured privacy, I quickly get changed. Luckily, these clothes have pockets and I can just transfer everything over. I palm my wallet, deck of cards, we carry a deck of cards, and loose change. Next is my phone. I tried to turn it on just to see if it would work, but it doesn't react. The battery must be dead. I get the feeling they don't have wall chargers here. Shrugging it off, I slip my phone into my pocket too. When I emerge, Leanna gives me a once over. How do I look? She grins and nods in satisfaction.
Wow, look at you, just like a native. This look suits you.
Oh crap, what did I press? Okay, I match your grin. Thanks.
Let's go find the inn now.
She heads out of the shop and I follow her. Actually, maybe we can stop by the armory? She pauses and looks curiously at me.
Armory? You want to get a weapon?
Her question is careful, cautious. The goal is to blend in right. It's weird that a person wearing leather armor is traveling unarmed. I look like a hostage or something.
You do have a point. Plus, it could come in handy.
Why do I not like the sound of that?
Do you know how to use a weapon?
Again, although her voice holds no hostility, I can sense her caution. I practice kendo competitively. She blinks. It's a type of sword fighting where I come from.
I see.
Leanna falls silent as she gazes out into the street. After an extended pause, she nods. We head to the forge where rows of blades ranging from long swords to short daggers hang from the wall. All of the blades look fairly plain, but the steel edges glint dangerously amidst the warm glow of the forge. Unlike the previous shopkeeper, the metalsmith ignores us as he pounds out a red-hot blade. Sparks jump from the clanging metal, reminding me of the fireflies. Or fireflies. Okay, I get it. Leanna lets me browse the swords. I reach for one that catches my eyes. As I gently remove it from the shelf, I miscalculate its weight and drop it. The steel scratches the ground with a sharp screech. The metalsmith pauses in his work and to glare a warning. Leanna looks on in shock.
Careful!
I quickly right the sword back up and grip it tightly. Leanna now watches me with intrigue.
Is this the first time you've held a sword?
Ah, of course not. Practice once only. I lift, bro. Just a minor miscalculation. I got it. Oh my goodness, let's go with this one. Hey, I can handle this sword just fine. I'm just really sore because of all the lifting I did before coming here. I feel like I heard that excuse before way too many times. I'm just sore, bro. Leanna's expression is hard to read.
Lifting.
Yeah, bro. Lifting. He seriously just called her, bro. I squeeze my biceps and take a practice swing with the sword. Feels good, man. Leanna stares blankly. I swing again and the movement flows naturally. As the sword cuts through the air with a sharp twing, I can't help but admire how smoothly it slices. This is high quality craftsmanship. Let's go with this one. As before, Leanna discusses with the shopkeeper. When she returns, I strap the sword to my belt. Yeah, we got ourselves a weapon. We make one more stop to gather supplies for our travel. By the time we're finished, the sun has set and darkness blankets the sky. The town is aglow with soft lights glint from within houses and the lampposts on the streets. As we pass by a lamppost, I peek inside and see a small crystal shining brilliantly. Using the lights to guide us, we find the inn. I take a seat at one of the crude tables while Leanna talks to the innkeeper behind the bar. There are a scattering of other patrons, mostly men who sit alone, nursing a tankard of what I assume to be ale. I stifle a yawn. Now that I've had a chance to sit down, I feel the full weight of my fatigue. Luckily, Leanna returns and hands me a key.
This is your room for the night. It's right next to mine.
Aw, I thought we were gonna share a room. Thanks. She nods.
They should be coming out with our dinner soon. Then we should get to sleep. We have an early start tomorrow.
My stomach grumbles in anticipation. Sorry. Leanna smiles as she sits in the empty stool next to mine. Our meals arrive and I stare at the bowl before me. It's a goopy, thick stew and looks about as appetizing as dog food. But it smells pretty good. What is this?
It's stew.
What kind of stew?
Rabbit.
A brief image of a cute, fluffy bunny flashes across my eyes.
Is something wrong?
Is there a normal stew? Meat is murder! Nope, all good. I only eat non-GMO, all-natural, vegan, certified gluten-free, 100% whole grains, no trans fat, grass-fed, no preservative, organic pasture meals. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Yeah, this is sure to impress her. Let's go with this one. Just as the words are about to come out of my mouth, I realize how much of a tool I am and decide to say something else instead. Okay, I'm glad he didn't actually say it. Yeah, it would have sounded like a tool for sure. There's normal stew. Meat is murder. Let's ask for a normal stew. Is rabbit a common meat around here?
They're abundant and easy to trap.
Easy to trap? I'm not sure about that one. What about beef? Her eyes widen.
You've eaten beef?
Of course.
That's a luxury meat here.
Seriously, does that mean you never had beef before? She shifts in her seat and stares at her bowl.
You should eat your stew before it gets cold.
I guess I'll take that as a no. I take a tentative bite of my stew.
How is it?
Amazing! I don't want to say that. Especially after everything I said. Different, perhaps? Let's go with adequate. You know, it'll keep me full. That's all I need. Leanna nods. You know, I finish eating and Leanna cleans her bowl. Then the two of us head upstairs. She pauses in front of her room and I stop in front of mine. Good night.
Good night.
I'm about to enter my room when I hear a small voice.
Polly?
Ah, this pango creature, I forgot about it. Damn it, for a second there, I thought you got rid of it. No, it's back. Looking down, I see the pango back at my feet. Now that I think about it, ever since we entered the village, he's been awfully silent. Have you been following us this whole time, or did you lose us and find us again? The pango blinks twice and bounces.
Boy. Pongos aren't exactly welcomed everywhere.
Why's that?
Well, they absorb the energy around them, including crystals which are used to light lampposts, or other similar items.
Ah, I can see how that would be bad.
I think this guy knew to stay out of sight once we came in here.
What if someone sees him here?
As long as he doesn't stray too close to a crystal, he'll be fine. People only make a fuss when it looks like their crystal might be drained.
Got it. She reaches towards the pango.
Do you want to sleep with me tonight?
Yes? Oh, okay, I don't think she's talking to me. She is, you know, hell yes. What are we doing? Let's get in there.
Boy.
Damn it. The pango snuggles against my leg. Leanna sighs.
I thought as much.
She opens her door and flashes me one last smile.
Sleep well.
She disappears into her room. Should we try sneaking into her room later on tonight? I open my door and step through. The pango perks up.
Boy.
She will let him in. No, my room. Let's allow him in. Yeah, I don't want any trouble. I step away from the door and the pango hops in. As I close the door behind him, he continues to hop around the room as if inspecting it. Yawning widely, I collapse onto the bed. The pango continues to circle the room. Are you looking for a good place to sleep? Bye. He suddenly leaps up and lands on my bed. Then he bounces to the foot of the bed and wiggles himself a cozy nest by creating a small crater on top of the blanket. I can't help but grin at the little guy. Good night, pango.
Boy.
I roll over in bed and it's not long before I'm fast asleep.